Warning. This podcast may contain spoilers from whatever TV show or movie is mentioned. Please listen at your own discretion. Welcome to Viewers Anonymous.
What's going on? I am Scoots Bronson.
And I am S. Foster.
That's right. You tuned into another episode of the Viewers Anonymous podcast, where we give you takes and reviews of movies and TV straight out of Hollywood. What's going on, my guy?
Man, I can't call it, man. Just one of those things where it's just like, which I'm gonna get into here in a second, but you know, waking up to some bullshit, man. It's like it's never a way that you want to, start your day. I start my day off with some crazy news this morning, but other than that, though, man, I'm doing all right, man. Dealing with some BS, man. I get my like I was telling you earlier, I had got my son a new iPhone or whatever, right?
Yeah.
So yesterday was the first day, like he had it, because I had to wait. I waited till the case was delivered from Amazon because I ain't trying to send him out without no case on the phone.
Man. Definitely not, bro. My son got a case and that motherfucker still ain't survived.
Yeah. So I waited till I got the case. So I got the case, set his phone up, give it to him, so he go to school and join. I get a phone call. My other son is like, "Hey, I'm just letting you know, Tay forgot his book bag at school. His phone in his book bag." I'm like, yo, I'm telling you, but kids, but they can, man, I'm telling you. But anyway, man, how you doing, man? How you feeling?
Man, I'm on cloud 9, man. You know what I'm saying? The first battle of Ohio has been won. You know what I'm saying? Cleveland Browns beat up on the Cincinnati Bengals last night. So I was super excited about that. But I'm even more excited, man, because I finally got my Twitch stream together. So I'm about to get back to streaming on Twitch. I've been streaming all weekend, I'm sorry. So I've been doing that all weekend. So if anybody follow me on Twitch, you definitely been seeing me trying to fix my stream and get it to look right and all that good stuff. So I finally got it to the way it's supposed to be. So Wednesdays and Thursdays I'll be streaming, you know what I'm saying, Call of Duty. I might play a little bit of 2K on there, I don't know yet, but more than likely I'll be streaming Call of Duty, you know what I'm saying, grinding to level up my weapons and stuff. So excited about that, man. This new Call of Duty is fire, bro. And they ain't even put everything out on there yet, but as far as just what they've released, man, I'm loving it. So that's all I've been doing is playing Xbox.
That's what's up. I mean, look, man, I can't be mad at it, man. I haven't been gaming like I used to, man. Remember I told you the only thing that I used to play like crazy, man, was that NCAA, man, on the PS3.
It's on the way out, man. It's coming out.
See, that's the thing, man. Now I gotta get a PlayStation 5 because I did see that it is gonna be one of those exclusive things where it's gonna be the Xbox One, right? That's the last one that came out. No, it's X.
No, Xbox S and X.
Okay, so that. And I saw that they were doing PlayStation 5, so I didn't really see anything where they was gonna drop it on the 4. But yeah, man, my PlayStation 3 died on me. You know what I'm saying, some months back. So I haven't really been gaming at all, really, man.
Hey, man. You know, it'd be like that, man. But I will say this: me personally, I cannot live without a game system.
I tell you what, I have been playing though. I've been playing that damn retro mode, man, on my damn phone, man. That shit. Hey, I forgot how dope. Like, even though, like, when you think back of like the graphics and everything of Nintendos and stuff like that,
horrible.
But it's just like when you grew up and like that was like your shit. It's just like it's something. It's just something about it. Like you can't let it go, really. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, to me, you know what I'm saying, Mike Tyson Punch Out still probably better than
you read my mind. When you got done, I was gonna tell you, like, bro, my little sister got a Wii. She still got hers. And I had bought Mike Tyson's Punch Out on there. And when I tell you, bro, I still can't beat that game to this day.
Hey, well, I've never beat Mike Tyson. Never beat him.
Still can't do it. So yeah, for sure. Like my kids be talking about how cool their game is, and I'm like, yeah. I said, y'all playing games that you really ain't got to do much. It don't take too much thinking. I said, you wait, play a day of Mario, and you'll see how hard games used to be. Like we used to really go through stress playing these games, bro. Like that's why we so invested now. Like the games y'all got Fortnite. That ain't really nothing. You get to jump and move, and you get to pan your camera around and shit. You can do all kind of cool shit on video games now. I said, play a game where it's just a flat screen and you got to either jump, move forward, or move backward, and that's it. I said, see if you can do that.
That's hilarious. But no, I'll say this, and then it was something that I wanted to get off my chest. But like the one game that really got me was, and like you said, because when you use like games that make you have to think and shit, it was that very first Metal Gear Solid.
Oh yeah.
And man, and see that very first one was a double disc. And like me and my sister couldn't figure out how to go in, like it was like you had to go into like this tunnel thing or something, this door, and like to start the second disc, and we couldn't figure that shit out. Dude, we had to leave because we didn't have a memory card. We had to leave
the game going. Oh, that's the worst.
And we had to run to the damn pawn shop and get a damn memory card so we can at least even shut the motherfucker off. But like, yeah, man, that was the all-time game, man, because like that was really like their first game where they actually brought reality to it, where you actually had to feed Snake. You know what I'm saying? Like if you didn't eat, he got fatigue.
You had to eat all that. If he was cold, it fucked up. It fucked with him and all that. Did you ever try to do the box challenge on that?
I don't know, man.
It was so you know, like when the one shit happened, you could turn into the box. You could put the box over you.
Yes.
So it used to be a challenge that you had to go through the whole level as the box.
That's funny.
Yeah. So like when you had to walk as the box and shit, and like so if anything happened, you had to stop. Get back up, move. Yeah, like that shit. That was the hardest shit in the world to do, bro. But that shit was so fun, man. The game that got me the most though was Sonic, for sure.
Yeah, Sonic Hedgehog. Yeah.
Yeah, Sonic was my shit, man.
Definitely. But y'all listen, I know that this isn't, you know what I'm saying, a music podcast. We usually do all of our movie stuff, but I will say this person did get credited in doing an episode of Atlanta. Yeah. But man, I just wanted to speak on it, man. It's a lot going on in the world, man, and it's just like this one hit different. I'm pretty sure by the time this come out, everybody know the news. You know what I'm saying? Takeoff of the Migos. The way that the story goes, they was down in Houston. Quavo was involved in the dice game. Things got heated, which you probably know what it is. Somebody losing some money. They mad, upset because they're losing money. Altercation starts, and then the one person that's not even involved in the game is the one that gets shot, man. And it's just that I've never seen a time like of the last 3 years of rappers going down the way that they're going down. And I was telling you before we started, I was like, this one hits me because there's been a lot of rappers that's been going. Nip was tough. Yeah. But for me, when there's like an emotional attachment, it's like how much I listen. Like I didn't listen to Nip like that. Like I listened to him, but not, you know what I mean, consistently. But like the two people that we have lost in like the last 3-4 years that really hit me. First, it was Mac. When Mac Miller died, I was like, mean, like the run that he was on for me, like the type of music that I really fuck with, like Mac was in the center of that, and that's why that hit as hard as it did for me. Like this one hit hard because like I hold the Migos to a very high regard. Like I know they're going through their thing right now, but at the end of the day, family, I just think it was just a little disagreement. I honestly thought that at some point there was going to be another Migos album. I think that whatever was going on, I felt that they could have got over that, and you know what I mean. But it's just the fact of like, think about shit like this. We still got and don't get me wrong. I want all the legends. You know what I'm saying? I want them to live their life to the fullest. But we still got the Rakims. We still got the Big Daddy Kanes. We still got the LL Cool J's. and we'll lose like the guys that we're losing. Takeoff is only 28, yo.
Yeah, man, that's just that it, man. I seen it when I was at work early this morning. I had went on break, and my little cousin was like, "Yo, did y'all hear about Takeoff?" So usually, you know what I'm saying, when you hear about somebody from the Migos, it's some fucking like outstanding shit. Like, so I'm
Yeah.
thinking like, what this nigga done did now? Like, this nigga done got a shoe deal or something. Like, nah. I'm like, what? You know what happened? So he like, man, they said that nigga got shot. I'm like, damn. I'm like, okay. So you know what I'm saying? So that's all we had heard at that point in time. And then like later on, when I went to break, you know, I get on social media to go find out because I told my homie, like, yo, you heard Takeoff got shot, bro? He like, nah. So we both get on there, we look, and then next thing you know, I just start seeing people talking about he was dead. And I was like, whoa. And then hearing about, like you said, what happened, bro, like all that shit over a dice game, man. Like, this is my thing, man. If this gets out to anybody that's of that ilk and they listening, like it's not even about the fact that, you know, to carry security around you and all that. Like, just yo, you know, I get it, you know what I'm saying? You want to stay in the hood and, you know, show love to the hood and all that and still hang around, you know what I'm saying, your people and quote unquote stay real and all that shit. But to be honest with you, bro, fuck that shit. Get out. Like, get the fuck out. Go fucking have do a dice game in the Hamptons or in Beverly Hills or something where, you know what I'm saying, where, or go somewhere where you know it ain't a whole bunch of motherfuckers that's hungry. Because my thing is that, you know, this person is somebody who not only had a family, bro, but he had other people depending on him. You know what I'm saying? He had people working for him. He had people who, you know what I'm saying, at the end of the day, they looked to him and the Migos and him and Quavo, you know what I'm saying, as a way, you know what I'm saying, like a way of life, basically. That was their way of earning money and surviving and, you know what I'm saying, getting paid and shit. And now that, you know what I'm saying, he's gone, those people also have to now not only, you know what I'm saying, like I told you, they don't have to just mourn somebody that's close to them. Now, you know what I'm saying, they got to figure out how they going to get back to getting another way of life. And I know it's easier, you know what I'm saying, to just go get a job and everything else. But you don't, like, what people don't understand is when these guys get in these positions, like, that's life-changing money.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't even understand, like, the people that they taking care of. And when you take, like, when somebody like that is gone, bro, like, you got to realize that all them people are no longer in the position to be taken care of. And I'm not saying taken care of like he giving them money. I'm saying just the opportunities that he could, you know what I'm saying, allow to people. Like, he can put people in rooms that a lot of people can't put in rooms. He was in rooms that a lot of people can't get into. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, he was employing people. Like, you got to think about all those people in that situation as well, man. And their life has now took a super drastic change. And it just, and not only that, bro, it just sucked that somebody just lose their life, man. Like you said, 28, bro.
Yep.
Yeah, that's ridiculous, man. That's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
It is, man.
Rest
And
in
it's just
peace for
like
sure, though.
definitely, man. And like, you know, I saw, you know, Designer, you know, he was like, I'm worried about him, like the videos
Mm-hmm.
that I saw of him. And I know a lot of people probably looking at it like, man, why you pick up your phone and you start doing that? But I think that I looked at it like in how he was acting and reacting. It's like I think he's reaching out for help. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Because I mean, like he was going through it. And he just kept saying, "Yo, I'm done." He was like, "Man, this rap shit is crazy," and like he was,
Because it get to the point to where it's not worth it. Like, my nigga, you know what I'm saying, you wanna enjoy life and make music and make videos and, you know what I'm saying, be famous and, you know what I'm saying, allow yourself the comforts that, you know what I'm saying, a hardworking person deserve. But then it come to the point to where the places that you have to go, you got to worry about, you know what I'm saying, somebody running up on you and snatching a chain, or somebody running up on you and, you know what I'm saying, shooting you because, you know, or because you got some money in your pocket, or, you know what I'm saying, like, you can't, like, when you in that situation, bro, you can't go to normal places no more. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you at the stature that the Migos was at. Like, them niggas, you can't just go into a Waffle House and fucking sit down and eat, my nigga. You can't do shit like that no more. You got to go places where other celebrities go. You know what I'm saying? And other famous people go. You know, and now, like, because I don't know if he had kids, or I don't know if he had, like, you know what I'm saying, a girl or wife or whatever. But if he did, you know what I'm saying, like, that's really the worst part of it all, is that, you know, those are the people that's gonna miss him the most. His mom is gonna miss him the most. You know what I'm saying? His dad is gonna miss him the most. His family, you know what I'm saying, at the end of the day has to deal with, you know what I'm saying, a super tragic loss. And then over some stupid shit like altercation with a dice game. Like, people just gotta do better, man.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing. People got to do better, and I really feel for, because like there was some things that was out where some people thought when this whole thing started, that some people thought it was fake, the whole Migos thing with Offset.
Yo, I did
And
too. I ain't gonna lie. I thought them niggas did that
yeah,
shit to put out an album.
yeah, and then it started to seem like, okay, there might be a little rift there, but you know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? But I just think that, you know, brothers, sisters, siblings, cousins, they all have a little
Yeah.
disagreement, you know.
Yeah.
But I do worry, like, I wonder, what are they talking? You know what I'm saying? Because
I'm sure they had
I
some
would
type of
feel,
communication.
I would feel real bad, man, if there was a situation where, like, they really wasn't speaking to each other, and then now
Mm-hmm.
Offset is like, my fucking cousin is gone, and I was mad over some stupid shit, or, you know what I mean? And
Mm-hmm.
it's just like, you know, but even with both things, it's like, if that's the situation, he's probably thinking like, "Damn, I ain't talked to, you know, my cousin in a couple of months over some stupid shit." But then you got
Mm-hmm.
Quavo on the other side where he's like, "I was involved in that dice game."
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like, there could be some, you know, some finger pointing at themselves with certain, the way some of the
Yeah.
shit probably went down. So it's just
And
a
that's,
bad situation.
yeah, and that's another thing too. Like, I mean, I know that we got some of the story, but we really don't know the real story either.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So it could be some shit that ain't had nothing to do with either one of them. They just happen to be in the place. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the time or whatever the fuck happened. And like I said, that's just the shitty part. Like, my nigga, first and foremost, bro, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Once you get money like that, bro, all that dice game and all that other shit, like, fuck all that hood ghetto shit, bro. Go to Vegas. If you want to bet some money, you know what I'm saying? The nigga Drake do it the best. This nigga go hit a parlay and get ghosts. This
yep,
nigga be out in Cabo, and you know what I'm saying? And well, I ain't gonna say Cabo because that's like some normal shit, but like, this nigga be out in like Mykonos and, you know what I'm saying, like, different countries. Like, bro, go do some shit like that. And my nigga, you want to gamble, bro? Go to gamble in Dubai. Like, go somewhere where, you know what I'm saying, like, bro, go somewhere where you just can't be touched, man. Like, if you one of them niggas that rap, or you a celebrity or whatever the case may be, bro, and you know what I'm saying, come from them situations, bro, take your ass somewhere where you ain't never been before and go do that shit. Go gamble in Dubai. You can gamble in Dubai, I'm sure. You could
yeah,
do anything in Dubai from at this point. Them niggas got it all. So go there. You know what I mean? Like, nigga, that could have been an Instagram video. This nigga getting paid a whole lot of chips on the table and shit. This nigga in Dubai. You know how they dress, you know what I'm saying? Flashy as fuck, you know what I'm saying? Cleaned up. Like, bro, go just, man, yeah, I don't know, man. It's sad as
yeah.
fuck
It
that
is.
niggas can't even go to, you know what I'm saying, places and live life without motherfuckers scratching and clawing trying to get what another motherfucker got, bro. I hate to see that shit.
Yeah, same here, man. Rest in peace to to
Definitely.
take off, man. Cause yeah, he was the backbone of the group, man. He was the main reason why they was rapping in the first place. You
Mm-hmm.
know, and he was really lyrically the best rapper in the group. You know, Quavo was just the, you know what I'm saying, the front man. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That's kind of like like Drew Hill. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like Cisco was the front man. Everybody
Yeah.
know who Cisco is, but Nokia was the brains to everything. Like Nokia
Yeah.
was the one who wrote the records. He was producing the records and all that shit. And they bumped heads because of it. Yo, did you see? Okay, we gonna get started, but yo, did you see when there was this TV series that was out on Drew Hill
Mm-hmm.
and where they was with Keith Sweat and like they were just like they were saying that Nokia and Cisco always bump heads and like they would just wouldn't get along.
Yeah.
So like they put these motherfuckers in the ring to box each other.
To fight. This is
Yeah.
like recorded. This is on film.
Yes, dude, it was on like it was either on MTV or VH1. It might be
Oh, I
VH1.
don't know how I missed this. I'm
Yo,
gonna do a
but
search for this on YouTube
you
ASAP.
talking about comedy? That
Yeah.
shit was hilarious, boy, because they can't
Yeah.
fight for shit. But
Yeah.
they were just saying because they said like when they started the group, they was like, yo, like even though Nokia is really the most multi-talented person there, but it was like Cisco got the appeal.
Mm-hmm.
So like they
You got the
said
star
that they
quality.
they said that they agreed that okay, Cisco, like you're gonna be the lead. And I think what happened was Nokia got to looking at how like everybody knows Cisco is. He's like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, but I'm the one who's writing these songs. I'm the one that's doing all this shit. So it's like I think he got to a point where he wasn't getting the credit that he probably felt he deserved. And he kind of regretted his decision of like kind of letting like Cisco be like the front man. But like that's
Mm-hmm.
like Takeoff, because at the time, because they was like, yo, Offset was in the streets, Quavo was football, basketball, you know what I'm saying? And they was like, he was the one
Mm-hmm.
that was in the studio. He was the one that wanted to rap, and he convinced them to, you know what I'm saying, to do the rap group. And, so he was the one with the most skill, but at the same time, he was the quiet one. He was the one that
Yeah.
it sucks, man. Bad situation all over. But we got to get into the thing today, though, man. So
For sure, man. So man, moving on to a super lighter note. This episode, as you can already read, is the appreciation episode that we normally drop every month. And this one, man, is from one of the most talented entertainers, possibly the most talented entertainer of all time. This guy can do it all. He can make you laugh. He can make you cry. He can, turn your lady on. He could sing, rap. I mean, he could. There's nothing that I haven't seen Jamie Foxx do, and this guy is literally like the man. So yeah, we doing an appreciation on Jamie Foxx, and these are flowers well deserved. First and foremost, let me say that because this dude is. I mean, like this dude is a jack of all trades, bro. Do you remember your first time seeing or hearing of or being aware of who Jamie Foxx was?
yes, the very very first thing was oh man, damn, why the show is leaving me. Keenan Ivan Wayans,
Oh, in Living Color, yeah.
Then Live of Color, damn.
Yeah.
So that was the very very first thing of what
Mm-hmm.
I first came aware
Niggas
of.
playing Wanda. That shit was
Yeah,
crazy.
man. Hilarious. So that was when I first really knew who Jamie Foxx was. But I think for me, where things changed had to have been Booty Call.
Really?
Yes. Like, that's when I was like, yo, this is different. Like, this dude is different.
Yeah.
And, like, Booty Call is just one of those movies where it's like, it is like a complete hood legend. Like, and there's so many memorable moments in that movie. But like, yeah, like, but for me, it was in Living Color. Because I mean, that was the first like all black show on network TV. Like,
yeah.
like Keenan made history.
That was like the staple for Fox, bro.
Yes.
Like niggas forget that Fox is not like one of them stations that's been out forever. Like Fox is like the baby of all local network stations.
Yeah.
Like that's there. And Living Color is and what was it? It was in Living Color. It was New York Undercover, and it was another show. I forgot what the other show is, but those were like the staples for Fox, and that put Fox on the map. Those two shows especially put. I think was Rock one of them. Wasn't Rock on Fox? Do you remember that?
I don't remember that.
Or was no? It was on UPN,
No,
wasn't it?
no. If I'm not mistaken, wasn't the X-Files on Fox in the
That
beginning?
was that was later down the line.
That was later.
That was like a little, well, not later, but it was like later down the line. Like I remember definitely. I think Rock was on UPN, but I remember, and Living Color was on Fox, and then I know for sure that New York Undercover was on Fox.
Dude,
And you might be right. It might be X-Files. That was the third show.
Hold on, wait a minute. Was Quantum League on Fox?
Hell nah.
Oh,
That shit
okay.
was like on ABC or NBC or
Oh,
one of them.
okay. Okay.
That's on one of them super old stations. But but no, it's so dope, you know what I'm saying? Like just to see his growth. But like I remember him too from In Living Color for sure. Like I remember watching that as a kid. And then for me, what hit it off, like what made him like the dude was the Jamie Foxx show for me.
Okay.
That definitely like, yeah, because we was watching them. Well, man, and that's crazy because that's when I think the UPN changed to the WB.
Yep.
Yeah, and they changed to the WB, and then it was Jamie Foxx show. It was the
Wayans
Wayans brothers. And it was short lived with Homeboys in Outer Space, and then it was Moesha. No, Moesha was UPN still. WB had Buffy the Vampire Slayer on there.
Yep.
And God dog, it's another one. It's another one too. But I remember when WB first came out, like for sure. And we used to watch Jamie Foxx show all the time because I remember Martin. Martin was on Fox.
Yep, Martin. Yep.
That's what it
was.
Whoa.
Wait a minute. No. No, Martin started on HBO, remember? Or was it produced by HBO? Dude, it
might have been produced by HBO, but I want to say Martin because Martin was a network TV show.
Yeah, but I think HBO might have like funded it or some shit.
I think so
because it used to do the look. Cause you know how HBO do the
little light at the end.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. I think it was either produced by them, but for sure, because matter of fact, you might be right. It might have been produced by them because remember that's when he was still doing Def Comedy Jam.
Yeah, Def Comedy Jam.
So he might have got a deal through them to do the TV show. But I want to say Martin was on Fox. Let me look that up real quick. But
But while you looking that up, man,
okay.
Jamie Foxx, man, born Eric Bishop, in Terrell, Texas. Now, fun fact.
Yeah, I told you I knew it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But he was the reason he used Fox with two X's, he told the story before because he's a huge fan of Red Fox.
Red Fox, yep.
So that's why he put two
X's. The greatest.
Yeah. And like I mentioned earlier, you know what I'm saying? Well, I will say this, that his dad actually worked as a stockbroker. Didn't know that.
That's crazy.
But he had a very rigid upbringing. Like he was placed in the Boy Scout, and he was also in the church choir, which that's where the singing skills came from. He played quarterback in high school, where they said he was good enough to make the Dallas newspapers, and then he studied music in college, which is not shocking at all. And he released a music album in '94. People forget that Pete Does, but it didn't, like, that album didn't really do well. But then you know what I'm saying, he he ended up doing comedy clubs, working his way up, and then obviously we all know about The Living Color in 1990. But yeah, man, Jamie Foxx, man, is I said this before, when we was doing the coming soon is he might be the most talented person. Like to be able to do all the things that he do, and like even though we could sit back and say when we're talking about like the greats, when we're talking about the Denzel Washingtons, the Samuel Jacksons, the Morgan Freemans, the Al Pacinos, the Robert De Niro's, and all these people, they don't do all the shit that Jamie Foxx do, but I don't think that they're capable of doing what he's doing. And it's just like to be that good at being an actor, being a singer, getting on a comedy stage, and ripping it up. It's just like, come on, man. It's not a lot of people in the business that could do what he do, man. I mean, that's crazy. I mean, it's like
the closest one to him right now that I know for a fact is DC Young Fly.
Yes, I'm not mad at that because DC people don't understand. Like DC can like dance you out of the room. Like this motherfucker can dance with fucking Chris Brown.
He danced with Chris Brown. Yeah, I was saying he danced with Chris Brown. This nigga can sing. This nigga can rap. This nigga is hilarious, and his acting skills have definitely grown.
Got better. Yeah,
definitely grown, bro. He's been on a lot of shows, man. And I'm telling you, he is definitely going down that lane to be the next one to take that mantle.
Yeah. I definitely agree with you there. I think DC, because I think that when people see DC, like they the thing with Jamie is we've seen him in the serious stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like I think people was kind of taking Jamie Foxx the way they was taking DC like right now. Because when you see Jamie in Booty Call, when you see him in Held Up, and like and shit like that, it's like
best movie ever.
He was a clown. But it's like to see him in that stuff, I think people were kind of looking at him like we look at most comedians. Oh, he ain't, he can't do serious stuff. You know what I'm saying? He can't be an action star. And that's another thing. He could be an action star.
Yep.
Like this dude can literally do everything. It's like
he has done everything.
Yeah, he has. He has done everything.
Like, bro, to see him go from Willie Beeman to Ray Charles to Django, and then after all of that, this nigga was a fucking villain in the MCU, bro. Like, yo, this dude. I mean, like seriously, this dude is like I don't think there's nothing that this dude wouldn't be able to pull off. Like this nigga was in the Muhammad Ali movie. Like as far as biopics, he got them all. Like I don't think he's been in one that ain't. Well, I'm trying to think. I know he was in Ali. He was in Ray. I'm trying to think if he's been in any other ones.
I mean, shit. You could say Dreamgirls was a biopic. It just
Dreamgirls,
different names.
You right. You are definitely right. I forgot about Dreamgirls.
They just use the different names. But yeah,
literally
like
3 for 3.
Is another one.
Yeah, he's literally 3 for 3. Like that's crazy, bro.
Yeah, like he is, man. But before we get into
4. He did the Redemption movie about Tookie Williams.
That's right.
And that was a great movie.
That's right. You are right about that. So before we get into the movie shit, man, we got to get into this. So like I mentioned earlier, like he came out with the one album, Peep This, it flopped, didn't do well. And so he links up with this guy that shall remain nameless. And it's like once he linked up with him, everything changed. Man, when he dropped Unpredictable,
that album.
Man, when I take that album,
that album is fire.
That thing is flaming. I'm talking about.
That album is fire.
That album was so fire, dude. It was so much stuff on that, and then just the stuff that he was doing. You know what I'm saying? Unpredictable. Unpredictable came out in 2005. And like around this time, he also was working a lot with Twister.
Yep.
And that's when Twister, even though, because Kamikaze was a good album, but it was really about 1 or 2 tracks that really, really stood out. But like But outside of Chicago, there still wasn't a lot of people really, even really knew who Twister was.
Not so
But
much. I wouldn't say that because Twister, I think it wasn't it was before Kamikaze. The one before that, it was hold on.
so while you looking that up, like he
Yeah.
was when because Jamie did like, if I'm not mistaken, 2 tracks with Twister on that the day after. Is it the day after? I think it's the day after.
Yeah, the
That's
day
my
after is
favorite
fire
Twister.
too.
That's my favorite Twister album. That album
No,
was
you are right. I'm
fire.
sorry, you are right. Kamikaze is the one. Kamikaze is the one that got him noticed, and the day after is the one that had Chocolate Fees and Red Bones. That's one of my favorite Twister songs. But Kamikaze for sure. But when Kamikaze came out, bro, like he was getting like hella shit going on for him. You know, he was signed to Rockefeller after the album.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he got signed to Rockefeller after the album. He was
After the
technically
Kamikaze.
Yeah, he was technically a Rockefeller artist.
Well,
And
that's that.
he was on like hella shit with all the Rockefeller artists.
Well, see, that explains the whole, person child Renee Nameless link up,
Yep.
because he did a few songs on that album. Then he brought him on the Slow Jams joint. What he did slow jams for him, which Jamie was on.
Yep.
And but like that, and then he had a song on there. My favorite song on that album was "I Owe You," and Jamie Foxx was on that. But Pharrell produced that one, and like that was just like to hear Jamie, because like at that point, like his acting career was spot on. Like Jamie was doing
it had
fucking
already
box
taken
office
off.
movies,
Yeah.
but like to come out with an album, Unpredictable, that was as good as it was, because like I can't remember someone who was at the top. Well, I wouldn't say he was at the top, because 2005 he probably wasn't at the top, but he was up there. I mean, we still considered like the Sam L's and the the Denzels and shit like that. But like Jamie was rising.
2005 he was at the top.
You think
Because
so?
he had already won the Academy Award for Ray.
No, rate it. Wait, hold on.
Ray came out in 04.
Damn, Ray did come out in 04.
Yeah, 2005 he was right there. And then don't forget, he also, when Collateral came out, he also got nominated for that too. So he had 2 nominations in 1 win.
You're
right? And then they say he was the second. I think he was the second actor to win. Like it was like some 5 awards or whatever for like the leading role or whatever for an actor. Then you got to remember, right after that he did Jarhead, and then after Jarhead he did Miami Vice. So like he was getting like the joints.
Yes.
And like, so by this time he's like at the top. Not only was he doing that, the music stuff too, you know what I'm saying? Like we was getting all the music stuff. And then you got to remember when Gold Digger came out, like that was a banger. That shit was getting played everywhere. So he was definitely at the top.
Yeah, and like also when it comes to the music stuff, like when he did that, because of the Ray movie. Now I can't remember. Oh man, did they use? I think they did use Jamie's version of "Singing Georgia," didn't they? What was those dudes called? Those dudes out of Atlanta. And Ludacris was on the song. You remember that Georgia song that came out?
Yeah, no, that was the actual Ray Charles sample.
That was the actual Ray.
Yeah, that's
because I remember that, because that time that was like the hot topic, because there was 2 versions of Gold Digger.
Yep.
There was one where Jamie sung it like Ray Charles, and there was another one where he didn't. But the one that blew up was the one where he sang it like Ray Charles.
Yeah.
And me and you spoke about this when we was just like, yo, like he literally was Ray Charles.
No,
like,
he 100% was Ray Charles.
And I think that anytime you can get a biopic on someone that
is that how you say it?
I mean,
no, I'm actually like, is that the way you're supposed to say it? Because I say biopic, and I don't think that's how you say it. I think I've been saying it wrong this whole time.
I mean, that's how I've always said it.
I've never heard nobody else say biopic. I heard one person say that, and I was just like, I guess that's how you say it. But
I always say biopic. I
Okay,
mean,
we
and
go
I
roll with
don't
that.
even know if that's the right way, but
Definitely
but
start
like,
rolling with biopic.
but like it was just like it was like the trend at the time because I think that he was so damn good at it. But I
Mm-hmm.
think that it also helps when the person is still alive and they could be on set
Yeah,
with you. And
yeah,
then also, because I think that when you get it right is when there is a lot of footage of the person. Because
that's true.
usually,
That's true.
usually that's the only way that you can really get like a lot of shit. It's just like if we got, what I'm saying, a lot of film on this person and
Mm-hmm.
like you'll be able to, get everything right. But he had that and he had Ray Charles with him. And
For
what I
sure.
don't remember, I should have looked it up. But if I'm not mistaken, I think Ray Charles died before the movie actually came out.
Yeah,
If
he
I'm not
did.
mistaken. And but it was, I mean, but to be able to give Jamie all of the stories in real time, to be able to tell him everything on his mind, I think that really helped. Now, don't get me wrong, Jamie went and he did it. What? Hold on, what, man?
I was about to say some stupid shit.
I know you was because
I
I was
know.
about to say it, and I had to think because I was about to say it, but I'm not gonna say it.
What was you gonna say?
I'm not
What was
doing
you gonna say?
it. It's not funny, man. Yo,
Yo, my mind, bro. I
hey,
don't.
yo, I'll
Oh
say
my
this.
god,
I'll say
bro.
this. Yo, do you remember that thing I put in the group chat where Michael Blackston was talking about he didn't know he was dark skinned until he
Mm-hmm.
came over here? And
Mm-hmm.
one of the things that he said was what did he say? He said for one thing that was funny, and I can't do it like Michael Blackston, but man, they was like he said you look like under the bed. And that shit is so funny to me. But he said that Ray Charles can see you every day.
Mm-hmm.
Like, come on.
Yeah.
But
I was gonna say, when you said, I think he died before. I was gonna say he wasn't gonna be able to see it anyway. That's not funny at all. But I'm sorry. It's Will Ferrell's fault. I
oh
blame
man,
Will Ferrell for giving me this sick, fucking demented way of thinking, bro.
You
I
stupid.
watched too many comedy movies.
I mean,
Damn, that
you're
shit
right.
was right on point.
But he at least could have heard the success of it. But now don't get me wrong. I'm not taking anything away from Jamie Foxx.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing away from him, and it's
Mm-hmm.
well deserved. Well deserved him winning the Oscar. But it does help having him right there every step of the way. Another person.
Well,
that
before you move on though, and you are right, and the reason that you are so spot on about it is because what people don't understand is that we also have to remember that he's a comedian. So him being a comedian, he also does great impersonations. And I mean, like, he is excellent at impersonations.
Yeah.
Like he's definitely up there. Maybe I want to say maybe top 10. And it surprised the mess out of me because I didn't know that he was that good at impersonations. I remember listening to him during the Rap Radar interview with him and Snoop, and he was doing Trump, and like he was killing Trump, bro. Like that was one of the best Trump impersonations I've heard. So to know, you know what I'm saying, his comedic background, and it's funny because whenever it comes to like dramatic roles or like serious roles, or, you know what I'm saying, like people don't understand that comedians can usually play, like if they have any type of acting skill, they can play those roles the best, right? We've seen like Marlon Wayans do it in what's that movie called? Requiem for a Dream. Like if you've ever seen that movie, like Marlon Wayans is a beast in that movie. But that's what, you know what I'm saying, like comedians are so used to putting their pain and their struggles and traumas into jokes that, you know what I'm saying, we forget that these are real live things that's going on with them. And, you know what I'm saying, not just a story that they're telling. And so, like, Jamie Foxx playing Ray is not surprising, especially with him being able to sing, him being able to be funny, but his comedic background really helped him as well, because you got to understand that the reason that he was so good at Ray, it wasn't because of the fact that they had him looking like him or he sounded like him. It was the nuances, right? Like the, you know what I'm saying, the movements that he would make, or when he would talk, the way his speech was. That's the only way you can get that down is usually as a comedian, because you want to sound like that person as much as possible for whatever material that you're going to use. So like, even if you do like, or even if you listen to like Jay Farrell, if you notice with comedians that do impersonations, they'll say a certain thing, but they'll repeat it over and over again, because that's usually where they learn how to get that person's voice down, or or get that person's mannerisms down. So with Ray, I mean, when he was doing Ray, if you notice, like when he talked, he always did the stutter, that part. Like he does that a lot, because that's how he catches on to Ray Charles. Like, so that's the thing that got him to start getting Ray Charles down. You know what I'm saying? So like for that, like you are absolutely right when you say that, because like imagine if Will Smith was able to have Muhammad Ali with him when he was doing this movie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That would have been, man, like he was already great as Ali.
Yeah.
But like to have Ali like there telling him, and you know what I'm saying, getting his, man, that shit would have, woo.
Yeah. And Ali was great. I think it's very underrated, Ali. But also at the same time, we had a lot of footage of Ali. So that was able to help him. What I was gonna say earlier was Denzel Washington had Frank Lucas there the whole time.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? When he did American Gangster. So but yeah, you made a great point, man, when it comes to comedians, because like, you know what I'm saying, if y'all ever seen, I did a podcast on it, if y'all have ever seen Foxcatcher, like that's one of the greatest performances I've seen out of Steve Carell. Like the way he was able to embody that serious role, you know what I'm saying? You know, we did the number 23, like Jim Carrey was able to embody that. But like, but when it comes to like these true stories of these characters, man, it was just, I've never seen anybody do it the way that Jamie did it.
Yeah, like he literally turned into Ray Charles.
Like the only other person that I could think of that come close, like I said, Will did a great Ali. He did. The only other person that I could think of is why was I about to say Sandra Bullock? Angela Bassett.
Oh yeah, Tina Turner for sure.
Like that's the only other one that's just like, yo, like she embodied that woman.
Yeah, for sure.
That's another one. But
like people was forgetting what Tina, like that's the thing though. Like people low key forgot what Tina Turner looked like because of that movie, and that's why I say like with and I think that's why Jamie Foxx was so great, because like people forget that that's not Ray Charles in the movie. Like it's people that really believe that was Ray Charles. And I'm like, fam, that's not Ray Charles, bro.
That's just, he was that damn good.
Yeah, he was really that good, bro. And that's the thing that took him like to the top. Like he was already, you know what I'm saying, like doing this thing like with Any Given Sunday and you know what I'm saying, like all those movies. But when he got on Ray, man, it's like he went straight to the moon. Yeah,
done deal. And but you also got to you know what I'm saying, and I just really wanted to mention them because I think that people just forget like how many comedians this guy really brought in. Because I think at this time, I'm looking at the thing, you know, he done a couple of small things here and there, but you gotta Live in Color, which, you know what I'm saying. But really, let me see, that's one episode he did that. Let me see. So he did the one Black the Great White Hope, but then he does Booty Call, which he plays Buns. But after that, that's when Ice Cube pulls him in, because we talked about Ice Cube, about how Ice Cube brought like a lot of comedians in. And so he plays Blue in the Players Club. And what people, don't get me wrong, I think that everybody is so caught up in Lisa Ray. Was just like, because that was the first time we got to see Lisa Ray, you know what I'm saying, X-rated. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, that was her first acting movie was the Players Club. Yeah. But like, Jamie was going toe-to-toe with Bernie Mac, yo. Yeah. And like, to be able to be in a room with him and he still is able to be funny. But yo, the all time, yo, I gotta do this. Okay, you know I got an issue with this.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, when Blue went in there, and he was like, yo, he was like, you think you can, he's like, you think you can give me a raise? He's like, you know, I'm not like, he was like, I ain't like these strippers in here, you know, I ain't got no G-string, getting no tips. He said, Blue, who they good? Kick it for you. DJ Quick. Oh no, you must be Jimmy Walker. He was like, fuck, Jimmy Walker. He's like, you ain't nothing. He's like, you don't deserve nothing. You don't get nothing. You signed a contract that you do what I tell you to do. Therefore, shut the baby man. He said, Blue, you better get out of here before you get woke. He said, yeah. He said, man, I ain't coming here to try to muscle you or nothing. He was like, stable horses. He said, Blue, I get up, be trouble. I walk it off. Hey, when I tell you, man, people don't understand how fucking funny Players Club was.
Yeah.
That shit was hilarious.
Yeah.
I'm talking about like for Ice Cube to put together a movie. It's like, yo, I'm going to lead Bernie Mac.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have Jamie Foxx in there. I'm gonna bring in this new actress. You know what I'm saying? They got this sister that everybody knows that they don't look anything alike.
Two new actresses.
Who's the other one? It wasn't Ebony, was it? Ronnie. Oh, Ronnie was, yeah.
Ronnie, that was her first movie too. And what's her Crystal? Was it Watkins?
No, Wilson.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it was
Crystal Wilson. Yeah, but that was her first movie too.
But you know what I'm saying? You had Anthony Johnson in there. Rest in peace to him. You know, he played Little Man.
Mm-hmm.
But like, yeah, like man, that was a great movie, man.
You had what was the dude that was
Charlie Murphy was in there. Terrence Howard was in there.
What's the one dude name that was with Ice Cube? He a comedian too.
John Amos, the Faison Love.
Faison Love, a comedian. Oh my God, what is
Tiny
this?
Liston was in there. Michael Clark Duncan. Luther was in there. Trying to think who you talking about. I'm looking at the thing.
Hold on.
Trying to see who you talking about. Are you talking about Orion Williams?
No. He's a comedian, bro. Hold on. I can't believe I can't think of this dude's name. It's gonna as soon as I say his name, I'm gonna be.
You ain't talking about Dick Anthony Williams, are you?
No, Adele was in this movie as well. AJ Johnson was in this movie. Where is he at, bro? Yeah, Alex Thomas. That's what I'm thinking of. Alex Thomas, he was in this movie.
Oh, yeah.
Tiny Lister was in this movie, man. Yeah. Like this was a cast. Michael Clark Duncan.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Uncle
Luke. So you had that, and look, I'm gonna let you have this, man, because like 1999, he dropped two movies. We did one of them in Any Given Sunday where he played the great Willie Beeman.
For sure.
But the way you held up, man.
Come on, bro.
Don't get me wrong. Held Up was funny. But But to me, like, it wasn't funny in the Players Club. It wasn't funny in the Booty Call.
I
mean, that's me.
First and foremost, so let me break this down to you, right? The reason that Held Up is funny is because the premise of the movie, so for me, the premise is what makes everything funny, right? And without the like, Players Club is great because the premise is it's in a strip club. But the thing is, the Players Club is not a comedy. It has funny moments, but it's not a comedy. You know what I'm saying? Like, it may be considered a comedy, but it's literally not a comedy.
Yeah.
Held Up is a comedy. The whole premise is the fact that this nigga is being held up in a gas station in the middle of fucking nowhere. And he's supposed to get on this plane to go get his girl. Right. So what's even funnier about the whole thing is the running joke in the movie is the fact that they think this nigga is Mike Tyson. Now, everybody knows who the fuck Mike Tyson is, and everybody knows what Mike Tyson looks like. But the fact that this little small town of people are in this gas station, these people that know each other, they see each other every day. Like it's that type of small town that this nigga walks in and they think this nigga is Mike Tyson. It's hilarious. Nigga, the people that come in and hold them hostage think that he's Mike Tyson. They're like, we got Mike Tyson hostage. Like, just that premise alone is hilarious, bro. Like, why? How don't you know what Mike Tyson looks like?
And you know the funny thing is that he was supposed. I don't know what happened to this movie. He was supposed to play Mike Tyson. They still didn't work. Oh, okay,
I've heard it still works. They just don't know exactly how they getting it done, but I've heard it still works because what they're trying to do is they're trying to work with Mike Tyson to do the movie because they don't want to do it without him.
Because I thought that Mike Tyson was the one who picked him because we all know that he's mad at the Mike thing that came out on Hulu. Because he was like, I'm not involved in that. I didn't approve that and all of that. But but the funny thing is that he was eventually is going to play Mike Tyson. So that makes it even more funnier that he's going to end up
remember he used to imitate Mike Tyson in Living Color and in the on the Jamie Foxx show and stuff too. But no, he was handpicked by Mike Tyson and they already have the intro to the movie like shot. Yeah. So I guess they either shopping it around or whatever, but they definitely are still doing it, and they want Mike Tyson to be like super, super a part of it. But the fact that, you know what I'm saying, they pretty much are trying to get to this plane. His girl has already left. His girl left him. Right, he told his girl, just go ahead, I'll meet you there. So he's trying to get to this plane before the plane takes off, to get with his girl and everything else. Then he got this one little kid who he don't think he Mike Tyson. He think he Puff Daddy. So the little kid want to rap. So he got to deal with this little kid. It's a pregnant lady in there. It's an old man in there that's fucking everything up. Like, it's just everything about this movie, bro. It just works. And there's something about this movie to me that's just so funny because first off, all the stuff that happens, but just in general, like the one scene where they shooting or whatever. And this nigga like, oh, I've been hit. I've been hit. And then the dude come and he check him out or whatever. He was like, where you get hit at? He was like, right here. And he look in his arm and shit. And then it's a Dorito. He was like, what is it? He was like, by the smell of it, nacho cheese. It's funny, bro. Like the when the sheriff come, the sheriff mad because this motherfucker, he's the coach of the little league baseball team, and they're in the middle of the championship game, and he gotta leave to go deal with a hostage situation, and he's pissed off about it. So then they all at a standoff, and then all these people just start showing up out of nowhere. Like it's so much stuff that go on in this movie, bro, that just make this movie so great. If you ain't never seen this, guys, I'm telling y'all, go watch Held Up, man. It is hilarious, bro. I'm telling you, you will fucking cry laughing. But yes, Held Up is definitely like his best movie to me, bro. Like,
that's hilarious.
I'm telling you, from beginning to end, like it's already a great movie. And then the thing about it is like there's no real story to this movie. It's just a nigga just went to the gas station one day, just happened to be in a bad predicament, and then you know what I'm saying, and it just goes from there, and that just makes the movie that good to me.
I feel you. Like I like Held Up, but like, man, come on, man. When he was in the car after Rashad got shot, that motherfucker said, man, they don't make niggas like they used to, man. Back in the day, man, niggas take my 4-5 shots in the ass, and he's like, nah. He said, oh, I broke my nail. Will you kiss it? And then like he got mad because they were making fun of him. Then old girl got to straighten up. He said, hey. He said, this is such and such calling in the radio station. Can the boy fetch over and roll over too? So it had me crying laughing, but because he straightened up. I'm telling you, but hey, that shit was hilarious. But I'm not going to get into it too much because we've done the movie. But yo, Any Given Sunday, like, and I mentioned this on the Coming Soon, and you started laughing because you just thought it was so funny that I said throwing ball. Yeah, but yo, like, to do that also in 99, to become Willie Beeman. And yo, if you think about it, Willie Beeman is kind of like, you know what I'm saying, the TV version of Michael Vick. Because I mean, look,
Sure.
Michael Vick was drafted, if I'm not mistaken, 2000. It was either 2000 or 2001. So he was at
I
Virginia
want to
Tech
say
at
it's
the time.
2000.
And to have, and what I liked about the story, it actually had a great storyline, which a lot of people don't really mention. But you got Cap, who's the old quarterback who's trying to stay into the league,
Cap
and
Rule.
he's the the person that don't. He's basically like Tom Brady. You know what
He's
I'm
the
saying?
franchise quarterback.
Yeah, and then you got this young guy that's up under him. And then what I like about it, and I don't know who the fuck wrote this, because what's so well, I mean, Oliver Stone directed it, but Daniel Pye. Daniel Pye, he did the story, but Oliver Stone still did the screenplay. But the reason
Yeah.
I bring that up is because tell me how realistic this is. He says, "Yo, I was a quarterback in college. You know what I'm saying? Because I had quick feet, these motherfuckers put me at defensive back.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm out here tackling. He said, I'm out here tackling. He said, I'm out here tackling 300-pound motherfuckers. I don't do that type of shit."
Right.
He was like, that shit was so funny. But he was like, he fucked up his shoulder, and then he bounced around, and then he just happened to be the third string quarterback of the Sharks, and then bad offensive line. You know what I'm saying? Gets him in the game, and like now he finally gets his chance to shine. It's like, yo, how many times have we heard the story about black quarterbacks?
How many times have we seen it? The same shit happened to Dak Prescott.
I mean, like even like think about a guy like Antoine Randall. People forget he was a quarterback.
In college,
in Indiana.
You
want
to know what's
Josh
crazy?
Cribbs.
You want to know what's crazy? Yeah, Josh Cribbs was a quarterback too. But you want to know what's super crazy? Matter of fact, the dude that plays for
Hines Ward. Well, Hines Ward did everything at Georgia, so
it's somebody else. He's in the league right now. He played quarterback too. I forgot what his name is. But Antoine Randall, the Indiana team that he played on, my old manager at my first job, he played on that same team with Antoine Randall.
That's crazy.
Literally, he was the running back for that team. His name is Glenn Johnson. He was the running back.
That's hilarious.
Wisconsin Badgers team. I mean, I'm sorry, Indiana
Hoosiers. But yeah, it's just like for a story to make, because like for black people to hear that, like, yeah, that sounds about right. That's what they did to black quarterbacks. Oh man, you fast. Let's put you at receiver. Let's put you at defensive back. And like, I just thought that it was a great thing to put in the story. But then it's also that they gave you that ego story, but not just his ego story. Cap's too, because Cap saw, oh shit, this dude look good. He was like, I don't want him to take my spot.
It really wasn't Cap. It was Cap's wife.
Yeah, she got it.
It was crazy.
Hold on, we didn't talk. Look, we didn't
said,
talk.
Yo, you are the quarterback, fam. Okay, you will not destroy this family.
Listen,
that's what Tom Brady should have married.
No, fuck that bitch. Yo, I forgot how annoying that motherfucker was.
That's what Tom Brady should have married.
He treated him like a child, man.
Hey, man, let me tell you something. This is a business, okay? And she was there to make sure that business kept running. Plain and simple. Yeah. She wasn't going to be out here not being able to get into the owner's box and the First Wives Club and all that good stuff.
She got Cap hurt, man. Got him out there. And then, you remember what Cap tried to do? That pressure was on him from his wife and everything. This motherfucker going to try to run and try to jump into the end zone.
Hey.
Come on, man.
You think if he didn't make that play, he could have went home? No,
man. But
his
you know
ass
what?
is gonna be sleeping in the pool house.
Did you see her face though? After she saw how he got up, she was like, "Oh yeah, he done."
Oh, she was looking at Willie Beeman after that. I wonder if this nigga single.
Yeah, but yeah, man. I love Any Given Sunday, man. Any Given Sunday is one of my favorite movies, man. It's so many, man. Oh, that's what we talked about. Yeah, we did this movie. I swear we moving on. Well, you was talking about, the cast. And I don't know if we really talked about it, but you got Al Pacino, you got Dennis Quaid, you got Cameron Diaz, racist ass James Woods, Jamie Foxx, LL Cool J, Jim Brown, Lawrence Taylor, Bill Bellamy, Lena, was it how you say her last name? Rochelle?
Rochelle.
Anne Margaret, you know what I'm saying? I know her from the Grumpy Old Man and Grumpy Old Man. Yo, those movies used to be funny. Aaron Urquhart, yeah, Elizabeth Berkley. This is the last time she looked good. She done had way too much work done now. I mean, dude, it's countless people in here. Dwayne Martin was in here, man, and then I mean, that movie is crazy.
Yeah, fire
Crazy.
for sure.
But yo, you want to know a movie that's underrated though?
What's up?
Came out right after this. Bait. Bait was good.
Bait
Him
was good.
And dude, Mike Epps was his brother. That's hilarious. And Mike Epps was his brother. But that's a good movie that a lot of people forget. Like, but he was basically, to me, you want to know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of Enemy of the State.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, that Will Smith did. And then, 2001, you know what I'm saying, Ali, which we spoke about. I mean,
and then right after that, you see, because they didn't list it, and it pissed me off that they didn't list it. But right after that, man, he had his stand-up special, and we forget a lot of times that he's a comedian. He had his stand-up special, I Might Need Security, and this is possibly one of the best stand-ups to ever be done. If you go back and watch this stand-up, like, this stands the test of time. He talks about filming the Ali movie and going to Africa, and the Africa bit is probably one of the best bits I've seen in a stand-up special ever. That was like a great ass bit for sure. Like when he was the whole Africa, and then he do all the animal sounds and shit. Bro, go back and watch I Might Need Security. It's free on YouTube for anybody that want to watch it. Go back and watch I Might Need Security by Jamie Foxx. I'm telling you, from beginning to end, you are going to laugh your ass off. This is definitely one of the best stand-up specials of all time.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. And then 2004 was crazy. Like he did Redemption. That's that Tookie Williams story you were talking about. Yep. He did one episode of the Chappelle Show. He did Breaking All the Rules and Collateral and Ray all came out. And he was in a music video, Wake Up Everybody, which that was
Dwayne Wade's wife, Gabrielle Union. That's
Gabrielle
Breaking
Union.
All the Rules.
But Collateral, man. That was really the first time where I was like, you know what I'm saying? Vanilla Sky, because I think Vanilla Sky came out in 99. Yeah. But like I've never seen Tom Cruise in this type movie, Collateral. I know you're not a huge Tom Cruise guy. I'm not either. No. But
this is really him and Tom Cruise got real cool right before he stole Tom Cruise bitch.
But it was just funny that he is a taxi driver named Max. He just happened to pick up a fucking serial killer. Well, a hitman, really. Pick up a hitman and he's just paying him the whole night to fucking drive him around so he can kill people. That shit is hilarious.
Yo, hey, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Don't put me in that situation, bro. Don't make me no fucking accessory to murder, B. You know I gotta fucking do my job. And here you are, you making me drive you around to catch bodies. Nah, that's not cool.
Yeah, that's not cool at all.
What if some shit happened and I gotta help you?
That's what happened.
That's what I'm saying. Like, and I ain't talking about like that. I'm just saying, like, it just in general. Like, I gotta help. Like, what if you get shot and you fall on the ground? I gotta come get you, and they still shooting. Like, man, don't put me in that situation, bro.
Yeah, that is really a fucked up situation to be in. Then he put out Stealth. I thought that was a good movie.
Fire movie.
You know what I'm saying? With Jessica Biel. You know what I'm saying? So and that was dope.
Going with Jarhead though.
Yeah, Jarhead was all right, man.
Jarhead was great.
Yeah, I fuck with Jarhead.
The one after that though, Miami Vice.
Miami Vice is my shit, yo. Man. I don't know why. Yo, I've heard so many people kill this movie. The way I feel about Miami Vice,
the way it was shot was so fire though.
That's what I'm saying. I fuck with that movie, and then like I've heard people like I got so pissed off because the other movie I hear a lot of people killed, which I don't know why, that I thought was fucking so great. I did a whole podcast on this shit.
Yeah,
it's Smoking Aces. It's like
Smoking Aces is the shit.
But it don't get like a lot of people kill it, and I'm like, yo, like this movie was great, and like Miami Vice is that other movie that I hear a lot of people kill, and I'm like, yo, I love Miami Vice. Miami Vice was a great fucking movie to me. And then at the same time, what did suck is the shit during the filming because there was a lot of tragic shit that happened.
Yeah.
Like it was some shit where, well, first of all, they said that him and Colin didn't really hit it off. Where
Right.
we've heard, there's been little stuff going around by Colin Farrell where a lot of people don't really fuck with him on set and shit like
I
that.
mean, I'm sure he's an asshole.
But like there was some shit
Ain't he
where
like Australian or something?
something like that. He's from one of those countries because it's so weird because like most of the movies that we see with him, he's speaking with our accents, and it's
Yeah.
so weird to hear him actually speak.
Oh no, what is an asshole? He's Irish.
You fucking stupid.
No, I mean I'm dead ass. Like that's not a slight. I'm saying that like no one of these assholes. He's Irish. Like yeah, I only know because I have Irish family members. That's what I'm saying. That.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like that's
But,
an Irish trait to be an asshole. I'm partial to it myself. So yeah, for sure, I get it.
But yeah, they said there was a lot of shit, man. Like that was going on with filming. I heard some people got sick. I mean, it was just a bunch of just things. And for this movie still to come out the way that it came out, and you got the product that you got, even with all of the shit that motherfuckers not mentioned, I thought that movie was good. Sorry.
It couldn't have been that bad because he ended up working. Well, he probably wasn't working with him, but like they was on the same movie and The Horrible Bosses later on.
They were.
You know what I'm saying?
And Colin had a but motherfucker Jones wasn't in the movie that much. He was in the second one more.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, just in general, like the fact that they end up, being built on the same film. But then you go to
Dreamgirls came out the same year, yo.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my favorite musical. Fuck what everybody talking about.
I don't have well, yes, I do. I can't say that because
I only got two.
Is The Wiz.
I only got two. Well, yeah, I know you love The Wiz, but mine it's Dreamgirls and Idlewild. Like
Idlewild for sure. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. But you know what's crazy though? I just came to terms with it like maybe like 10 years ago that The Wiz was a musical. I never looked at it like that. Even though that's all they do is sing in that motherfucker. But I've never looked at it like that.
Yeah, like and dude, I used to talk shit about musicals until I really sat down and watched Dreamgirls, and I was like, yo, this movie is fucking awesome.
Yeah, definitely. But Idlewild and The Wiz, yeah, I'm that's mine.
Yeah. The Soloist, that's another one of those movies where he showed his range. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I didn't watch it all the way through. I couldn't get through that one. I preferred what's the one? August Rush. I like that one a lot better.
Oh, okay. Yeah. But it was just,
great story though.
Yeah, it's definitely a great story.
Yeah, great story.
And he killed that. Movie that we done, man. A Law Abiding Citizen.
Yep.
Nick Rice. He murdered that.
For sure.
He definitely murdered that, man.
Django.
Django was. Oh man, I forgot he was in Due Date.
Yep, he for a small little.
Yeah. But yeah, Django. Horrible Bosses. White House. Man,
White House Down was good.
That's another one, man. People don't speak highly of White House Down. I liked it. I thought White House Down was good. You know what I'm saying? When he did the whole part where the dude grabbed his J's and he started stomping them, like, get your hands off my J's. That shit was dope. But I put White House Down.
Oh, Sleepless. You talking about a good movie?
Yeah.
Sleepless was fire. When they had his son?
Yeah.
Hey, bro. Yo, that was my joint. Sleepless was fire. I haven't seen Baby Driver.
Baby Driver's good.
Yeah, I've heard. I haven't seen it though. I have to watch it.
Yeah, Baby Driver is good, and he has a pretty big role in it. But Baby Driver, I think you would really fuck with Baby Driver.
Yeah. Robin Hood, that was a good one.
I've never seen Robin Hood.
Robin Hood was good. That was real good, real good. I heard Just Mercy was good. I haven't seen.
I heard it. I haven't seen it either.
Project Power was good. I think we did that, didn't we?
I don't remember if we did it or if we just spoke about it. But I thought Project Power was cool. I didn't. I expected a whole lot more from it.
I liked it, man. It was a pretty good story, but just the you know what I'm saying, the setup for it was nice, man. With the powers and all that shit, I thought that was dope. Soul, man.
Soul was good.
Yeah,
And for what it did, for
yeah,
Pixar, this was the first black lead in Pixar, and
right.
for it to break the records that it broke, Jamie did a great job being the voice of Joe,
Mm-hmm.
on Soul. So yeah,
Yeah, and
yeah,
then of
yeah.
course MCU, Spider-Man: No Way Home, where he reprised the role of Electro. Hey man, this dude he got it, man. So are you ready for your top three? Do you know your top three?
Yeah,
Because I
man,
think
yeah.
I got a pretty good scale with mine.
I mean, I ain't the most confident, but
Oh,
like,
I
okay,
think I got this one.
okay. So who going first? You go first.
I take it. I take it. So my number three, is definitely going to be Booty Call for sure. Only because you already know how I am about comedy. And not only that, man, for him to play opposite Tommy Davidson and for them to, you know what I'm saying, bring that chemistry from In Living Color onto the screen, you know what I'm saying, and do that. And the crazy part is Tommy Davidson was playing a straight man in this movie. And that right there is tough as hell to do as comedians when you got other comedians around, because pretty much all you want to do in that situation is just riff. You could tell, like, when comedians get together, all they want to do is just go back and forth and feed off each other. So the fact that Tommy Davidson was playing the straight man in this movie was already good, but then Jamie Foxx, like, he shined in this movie for sure. So yeah, number three is Booty Call. My number two is Django. I mean, it goes without saying that it was just an excellent movie. Christoph Waltz, that's my guy. So you know. And then last but not least, Held Up.
Yeah, not surprised. Um, I mean, let me get this out of the way. Performance wise, in which I think you would agree,
Mhm.
Ray was definitely his best performance.
Oh, for sure.
But I'm not gonna put it in my top three for the simple fact of, like, as good as Ray was, it's still not the movie that I always go back to. You
Right,
know what I'm
right,
saying? But
right.
performance wise is definitely
100%.
his best performance. Um, at the number three slot. Oh man, this is tough. This is tough. And see, I was gonna put Amazing Spider-Man 2, but I'm not gonna do it. I'm
Okay.
gonna go a law-abiding citizen
Okay.
at
Good
number
pick.
three. That's gonna be my number three.
That's a good pick.
Um, Number two for me is gonna be Miami Vice.
That's a good pick.
I'm gonna go Miami Vice. Number one, I think you know me. It's got to be Any Given Sunday.
Oh, of
That's
course. Yeah.
that's my joint.
It's
It
not a
really
bad list.
do.
It's not a bad list at all.
Yeah, you went the comedy route. I went the, you know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
I had to go the comedy route,
Yeah.
man.
But yeah, like, in your list is not bad. But I wanted to say, because like movie wise, like movies that I watch more, like I watch Players Club more. But
Yeah.
like Blue isn't the main focus in that. Like that's
Right.
really like a Bernie Mac really movie. You know what I'm saying? Bernie Mac and Lisa Ray.
Yeah.
Um, so that's why I didn't go there. But yeah, yeah, I'm gonna go with those three.
Okay. Okay. Well, man, let's get into the coming soon.
Let's do it.
All right. As soon as my laptop acts right. Here we go.
Coming soon to own on video and DVD.
All right. I don't know if you muted or not, but so the next movie that we got, man, this is a movie that's gonna be very
I got
fun to
to
do. We
steal
got
my
a
laptop. I'm sorry.
Nah, you straight, man. We got a comedy, we got a rom-com coming up, man, which I think this is a very underrated movie, man. And like a lot of people don't talk about it, but that's why we got a platform like this for this type of movie. We got the movie That Awkward Moment. You know what I'm saying? Starring Zac Efron, Michael B. Jordan, Miles Teller. Yo, this shit is hilarious. I'm
100%.
talking about hilarious because it definitely gives you those awkward moments that you be having with women and like to see
Mm-hmm.
that shit played out on screen, like that shit is funny. And to put these three people together, like those three names, it's just like it don't even sound like what? Miles Teller. No, I can see you. Okay, Miles Teller, Zac Efron, and you just throw Michael B. Jordan in there, like
Well, the thing is, the one reason I end up really watching this movie was because of Zac Efron. This was like one of those movies come of him getting out of that High School Musical phase.
mm-hmm.
And then I'm also a fan of Miles Teller. I think Miles Teller is hilarious. But he also does a great job in his movies. And then Michael B. Jordan, I didn't even know who he was until I realized, like, hey, that's the nigga from Hardball. So yeah, so yeah, I really watched this because I wanted to see Zac Efron out of that High School Musical, did like Disney, you know what I'm saying, typecast
yeah,
type shit, and he really like definitely went out of that realm. So yeah, this movie was funny as hell. It's also a dope movie just about, you know what I'm saying, like, you know what I'm saying, being like in that quote unquote bro stage where like you
yeah.
got all your you know what I'm saying, you got your friends and shit like that. So like that's another thing that I liked about this movie as well. But yeah, I can't wait to do this one, man. I cannot wait to do this one.
Oh yeah, man, because we did all of the horror movies and stuff. We haven't done a comedy in a while,
Mm-hmm.
so it's gonna be fun to get some laughs in, man. Because yeah, 'cause we got a little dark there. But even though we took the comedy horror route, like
Mm-hmm.
even though we did very scary movies, we found all the funny shit in
No,
all
for
the
sure.
scary movies that we
We always
did.
do though.
Oh yeah,
Always.
definitely, man. Because this should be a space where people can, you know what I'm saying, listen and get a laugh in, man.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's just like at the end of the day, man, it's like, even though we're doing a pod, we're giving y'all good information, but you know what I'm saying, you gotta be entertained at the same
Yeah,
time, man.
yeah. And I mean that to me, man, those are like the moments we usually talk about are some of the best moments of those movies. So it's not like we just, you know what I'm saying, like saying some random shit. So that's
Yeah.
always a good part too, man. But listen, guys, if you enjoyed this, if you know what I'm saying, if you love Jamie Foxx, you know what I'm saying, let us know. Hit us up on our socials on Instagram and Twitter at View9Pod. You can also hit us up on Facebook at VA Pod Watch Group. And you know what I'm saying, let us know and give us some suggestions or something, anything like that. You can reach us there. As far as myself, I am on Twitter at Scoots Bronson. You can hit that link tree in my bio and find me everywhere else there.
Yep, and y'all can find me at S.Foster8 on Instagram and on Twitter at 28 minutes or less pod on IG. Follow the podcast on all major platforms. 28 minutes or less still got episode 103, which is Power Book 3, Raising Canaan, season
Mm-hmm.
2. Dude, boy, I thought I almost got suspended on Instagram the other day.
What happened?
Dude, I tried to put up our clip for the nun.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And then it said something about they're gonna have to suspend my page for 30 days and said if I don't agree with it, I can email them here and all this other stuff. I'm like, what the fuck? So I
Mm-hmm.
thought it was me. I thought from the clip that I put up,
Yeah.
that for the nun, and I was like, I didn't understand, so I just said fuck it. And then I was like, I tried to get back on it, and like it kept saying I didn't have internet.
Mm-hmm.
So I waited till I got home, but they still posted the clip. So I was like, okay, I guess I'm not suspended now. I don't know what happened. I don't know what
Ain't
was
no
going
problem,
on.
man.
But I thought that maybe because it was the clip of where you said that like why like people in the hood don't get exorcism. You like why don't Leroy Jenkins get
Still
get
waiting on that.
possessed?
The Exorcism of Leroy Jenkins coming 2024. Get ready, y'all.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I don't know what happened there, but I'm good, man. I'm still good on the gram.
That's what's up, man. That's good to hear. You know what, man? I am not a fan. I don't really post on Instagram or on Facebook that much. I hate they platform, bro. I really do. It's just you can't put nothing up. Like me, I like to just be able to say what I want to say and keep it moving because I don't really say too much offensive stuff. And if I do say something offensive, I'm not partial to being like, I will apologize. But like, bro, the whole purpose of it is to say something and share and express yourself. Like, and if you can't properly express yourself, then there's no point in being on that. Like, the only reason I have a Facebook is because of family members, and the only reason I got Instagram is because they got pictures and videos.
I feel you, dude. Like the only reason why I do it is because it's just like to have the resume of like, okay, so people, if people aren't, which I don't see why you wouldn't be podcast illiterate at this point to be able to just go to our page and see all the stuff. But it's just like if you want to be visual, you can go back and you can see all of the podcasts that I post, all of the reels that I post if you want to get a clip. So it's just like, dude, I've turned mine into a complete business page. It's just like it ain't nothing but really our podcast.
Yeah,
so it's just like
there's outside of that, bro. There's no like I don't post anything on my page. The stuff that I have posted on my page, like I may post once every blue moon.
And see, and I post, like I say, I definitely twice a week because I drop that, but then I drop 2 reels a week. So I drop, depending on if I drop a podcast, I can drop up to three posts of posts and 3 reels. And like that's really it. Like that's all the shit that's on there. And I don't even post that shit on my personal Facebook page anymore because I just said fuck trying to promote that shit there anymore. So I put everything on the Views Anonymous page. I put it in, 4 groups on, 4 podcast groups, and like that's it. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know what happened, but it ended up being fine. And I was like, because I had to go back and listen to the clip. And I remember at the end of it, I said something about, I think you have to be like Catholic or something like that. And I was like, is that the problem? I was like, I don't,
ain't no telling.
But I don't know. But it's posted, it's up. So I don't know what happened, but all right, whatever.
Yeah, man. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for listening, and thank you for watching. Remember, you can only watch us on Spotify. Make sure you like, make sure you share, make sure you comment. Tell a friend to tell a friend. If you have not subscribed to the podcast yet, and this is your first time listening, please hit that subscribe button. It is greatly appreciated. And until the next episode, like they say in Hollywood, that is a wrap.
Cut.